tightly under the pale blue dawn of the quiet sleeping neighborhood. Heading out toward the small local creek where the old weeping willow trees have always stood. The cool misty air of the morning gently fills my lungs as I start to take my very first stride. Watching the calm waters of the lake reflecting the soft orange colors that begin to divide. Nobody is around the paved pathway, just the sound of my rhythmic breathing, keeping the pace. Stopping for a second to look at the tiny dewdrop shining on a green leaf line. Feeling the simple magic of the peaceful world, looking so completely and beautifully fine. Jogging along the morning ripple, letting the crisp cool breeze wash all my worries away. Our vintage coordinates are moving with the early sunshine, welcoming a brand new day. Splashing sound of the small river waves creates a natural melody inside my mind, leaving the heavy stress and the complex thoughts of yesterday so far and completely behind. Step by step, I'm finding my own perfect tempo while the golden horizon starts to grow bright. The sleepy little city is waking up slowly under the warm spreading wings of the morning light. Stopping for a second to look at the tiny dewdrop shining on a green leaf line. Feeling the simple magic of the peaceful world, looking so completely and beautifully fine. Jogging along the morning ripple, letting the crisp cool breeze wash all my worries away. Our vintage coordinates are moving with the early sunshine, welcoming a brand new day. Our vintage coordinates are moving with the early sunshine, welcoming a brand new day.
Opening the heavy wooden front door wide as the bright morning sunshine splashes on my face. Grabbing my favorite leather backpack and stepping outside into the busy neighborhood space. The blue sky is stretching infinitely without a single cloud or shadow, looking down from above. Ooh, yeah. Feeling the fresh lingering scent of the clean morning shower and a heart full of simple love. Taking a deep breath of the crispy air, whispering a tiny cheerful promise to myself tonight. Let's go into the beautiful world right now, stepping out with a rhythmic stroll light. Our vintage coordinates are catching the golden sunbeams glowing, so warm and bright. Oh, moving along the lively city sidewalk, leaving the lazy morning slumber far away behind. A brand new chapter is starting right this second with a very clear and peaceful mind. Walking past a cozy little corner bakery where the smell of warm fresh bread is in the air. Ooh, nodding my head to the players and local streets, little step feels incredibly lighter than yesterday as the cheerful tempo starts to grow. We don't need any complex map or a heavy guide to find where the beautiful rivers flow. Let's go into the beautiful world right now, stepping out with the rhythm and stole light. Clap, our finished coordinates are catching the golden sunbeams glowing so warm and bright. Oh, moving along the lively city sidewalk, leaving the lazy morning slumber far away behind. A brand new chapter is starting right this second with a very clear and peaceful mind. Oh, our image coordinates are catching the golden sunbeams glowing so warm and bright. Stepping off the crowded public bus, just a couple of stops before my usual everyday place, deciding to walk the rest of the sunny sidewalk alleyway at a very slow and lazy pace. The heavy traffic lines are standing totally frozen on the busy asphalt street right next to me. But I am moving completely free like a wandering cloud, feeling as light as I can possibly be. Putting my old wired earphones deep into my ears, finding a sweet melody to start the ride. Looking at the tiny yellow wildflowers blooming so proudly through the cracked concrete side. Everything looks beautifully different and new when you let the slow walking steps be your guide. Walking through the quiet neighborhood streets, letting the gentle afternoon sunbeam softly play. Our vintage coordinates are moving step by step, taking the long and lovely scenic detour way. Passing by the small corner grocery store, where an old sleepy cat is taking a warm, cozy nap. We don't need to check the fast internet routes or look down at the digital smartphone navigation map, matching my footsteps perfectly to the acoustic guitar rhythm humming so sweetly inside my brain. The constant rush of the modern city life suddenly vanishes like a passing spring afternoon rain. Every single sign and weathered shop banner tells a little hidden story of a peaceful yesterday. Looking at the tiny yellow wildflowers blooming so proudly through the cracked concrete side. Everything looks beautifully different and new when you let the slow walking steps be your guide. Walking through the quiet neighborhood streets, letting the gentle afternoon sunbeam softly play. Our vintage coordinates are moving step by step, taking the long and lovely scenic detour way. Our vintage coordinates are moving step by step, taking the long and lovely scenic detour way. walking slowly past the endless wave of busy strangers moving down the crowded concrete avenue, watching all the changing human expressions and the hidden emotions fading into the afternoon blue. A young schoolgirl is humming a sweet, cheerful melody inside her own little musical headphone world, while a businessman in a neat gray suit smiles so bright, as if a beautiful secret has just unfurled. But right behind them, an old tired man walks with a heavy sigh that deeply fills the air. Looking at the faces on the street today, wondering what kind of hidden stories they all tightly bear. Our vintage coordinates are drifting through the quiet mysteries of the lives that we accidentally share. A young worried mother checks her pocket, watch with a creased forehead, looking so anxious and tense. I wonder what haunted burden or secret sorrow has built up such a high and unbreakable silent fence. Every single face is a unique handwritten book, filled with chapters of deep joy and sudden rainy tears, navigating through the stormy weather of the city life and the passing of the fast modern years. I send a quiet wish of comfort to every lonely soul that passes by my wandering side. Looking at the faces on the street today, wondering what kind of hidden stories they all tightly bear. Our vintage coordinates are drifting through the quiet mysteries of the lives that we accidentally share. The music of the 90s is whisper in the air, finding my reflection in your vintage smiling face. Looking at the faces on the street today, wondering what kind of hidden stories they all tightly bear. Our vintage coordinates are drifting through the quiet mysteries of the lives that we accidentally share. Our vintage coordinates are drifting through the quiet mysteries of the lives that we accidentally share. Walking down the bright sunny sidewalk alleyway without a single complex thought or care. Suddenly a stranger appears right in front of my steps under the warm morning air. I
I try to move smoothly to the left side, but they also slide to the very same direction too. So I quickly shift my weight back to the right, but they match my movement like a mirror view. We are locked in a clumsy little street dance on the concrete, getting caught in a funny maze. Stepping left and stepping right, a sudden little waltz inside the busy city square. Snap, snap. Our vintage coordinates are tangled up in an unexpected mistake that we accidentally share. After 3 tiny trials, we finally find our own separate ways to break through and advance. And as our shoulders gently cross each other, we lock eyes for a split second by a happy chance. A gentle and warm little smile naturally breaks across their face as they look right back at me. And I let out a soft, friendly laugh, feeling as light and completely carefree as I can possibly be. That single shared moment of human warmth instantly lifts my heavy morning spirit so incredibly high. The ordinary routine of my everyday commute suddenly feels like a bright and open summer sky, whistling a beautiful new melody while continuing my walk with a brand new energetic stride. Stepping left and stepping right, a sudden little waltz inside the busy city square. Snap, snap. Our vintage coordinates are tangled up in an unexpected mistake that we accidentally share. After 3 tiny trials, we finally find our own separate ways to break through and advance. And as our shoulders gently cross each other, we lock eyes for a split second by a happy chance. And as our shoulders gently cross each other, we lock eyes for a split second by a happy chance. Walking down the long sunny boulevard while the cheerful morning melody keeps playing along. My boots are taking a sudden happy rhythm on the pavement as if I am dancing to a favorite song. Moving with a little extra bounce in my steps, letting my leather backpack gently swing to and fro. Totally lost inside the sweet uplifted mood without caring where the busy crowded city buses go. Humming the bass line out loud with a big bright smile, hidden underneath the warm blue sky. Suddenly waking up from my joyful daydreaming state, catching the curious stare of a passerby. My vintage coordinates are frozen in a second, feeling so incredibly goofy and shy. Quickly fixing my messy winter coat collar and looking down at my shoes like nothing was wrong. Coughing just a little bit to clear my throat while trying to act normal as I slowly walk along. My face is turning just a little bit pink underneath the cool shadow of the tall neighborhood tree, realizing I was practicing a full dance routine right in the middle of the street, so completely free. But a small secret laughter still stays inside my chest, because the morning feels so wonderfully bright. We don't need a heavy serious face every single day when the world is looking so gentle and light. taking a much calmer and quieter stride now, but the playful groove is still bouncing deep inside. Suddenly waking up from my joyful daydreaming state, catching the curious stare of a passerby. My vintage coordinates are frozen in a second, feeling so incredibly goofy and shy. Quickly fixing my messy winter coat collar and looking down at my shoes like nothing was wrong, coughing just a little bit to clear my throat, while trying to act normal as I slowly walk along. My vintage coordinates are frozen in a second, feeling so incredibly goofy and shy. Standing quietly in front of the local neighborhood cafe counter under the soft morning light, staring up at the black menu board while my eyes are moving busy to the left and to the right. Should I start this beautiful day with a sweet creamy latte filled with thick delicious foam? Or should I just stick to my regular routine and drink a warm black Americano like I do at home? Laughing at myself for having such a clumsy little hesitation over a single everyday choice. Making up my mind with a gentle sigh, hearing the friendly barista calling my name in a quiet voice. Our vintage coordinates are settling inside a steaming ceramic mug, making a simple morning piece. Holding the warm cardboard sleeve tightly, feeling the rich roasting aroma gently start to increase. Walking toward the cozy corner window seat, where the soft never cease. Taking the very first slow sip of the dark bitter coffee while watching the street scenery pass. The warm steam is rising slowly up into my face, leaving a tiny misty cloud on the clear window glass. It is just a small silly decision, but it brings a very comfortable rhythm back into my mind today. We don't need a grand complicated drama to find a beautiful comfort along our ordinary way. The familiar dark flavor washes over my tongue, melting the last frozen shadow of the night. Making up my mind with a gentle sigh, hearing the friendly barista calling my name in a quiet voice. Our vintage coordinates are settling inside a steaming ceramic mug, making a simple morning piece. Holding the warm cardboard sleeve tightly, feeling the rich roasting aroma gently start to increase. Walking toward the cozy corner window seat, where the soft never cease. Our vintage coordinates are settling inside a steaming ceramic mug, making a simple morning piece.
That casual, uplifted morning mood is suddenly spreading deep inside my youthful heart today, spreading its beautiful wings of wild imagination to
chase all the dark shadows far away. Looking out the clear cafe window, painted a grand, glorious picture of the hours ahead. Every single project and every little stubborn challenge that I used to look at with dread now feels like a simple, exciting puzzle that I can easily solve with a giant confident smile. Flying so high on the daydreams of hope, believing that everything will be so worthwhile. Our vintage coordinates are climbing the bright sunbeams, feeling incredibly strong and free. A wave of pure positive energy is rushing through my veins, rewriting my whole destiny. Today is going to be the absolute perfect chapter, filled with beautiful triumphs to see. Imagining the long-awaited good news arriving like a sweet, refreshing summer breeze tonight. Seeing my small, passionate efforts finally blossoming underneath the warm, sparkling light. We don't need to fear the unknown future or worry about the footsteps that we might take wrong, when the cheerful rhythm of this magical morning is teaching our lonely souls a brand new song. Every little task on my schedule is waiting to turn into a wonderful milestone along the road. Flying so high on the daydreams of hope, believing that everything will be so worthwhile. Our vintage coordinates are climbing the bright sunbeams, feeling incredibly strong and free. A wave of pure positive energy is rushing through my veins, rewriting my whole destiny. Today is going to be the absolute perfect chapter, filled with beautiful triumphs to see. Our vintage coordinates are climbing the bright sunbeams, feeling incredibly strong and free. Soaring through the bright blue sky on my beautiful silver wings of grand imagination and pride, thinking that the entire world is spinning completely on my own perfect and successful side. Suddenly my cynical coworker sits right next to me and drops a heavy bucket of freezing rain, telling me to wake up from my silly daydream and face the boring desk paperwork again. Pouring cold water on my brilliant goals with a sharp, sarcastic look and a tiny, heavy sigh. My golden castle in the clouds instantly vanishes into the dark, popping like a balloon so high. Our vintage coordinates are falling straight down to the realistic floor tonight. Back to the ordinary routine of the busy morning office, picking up my vintage plastic pen, sipping the leftover cold black Americano I schedule again. They always know the exact perfect timing to throw a little salty reality check into my ears, breaking my romantic summer fantasy and bringing back all the realistic everyday fears. But I guess I needed that blunt, honest voice to pull my wandering shoes back to the concrete ground. Even though the sudden crash of my daydream makes a very sad and clumsy little cracking sound. Putting my hands back on the keyboard with a small helpless laugh under the bright fluorescent light. My golden castle in the clouds instantly vanishes into the dark, popping like a balloon so high. Our vintage coordinates are falling straight down to the realistic floor tonight. Back to the ordinary routine of the busy morning office, but picking up my vintage plastic pen, sipping the leftover cold black Americano while starting to check the boring schedule again. Our vintage coordinates are falling straight down to the realistic floor tonight. As the morning clock strikes 9, hoping that the rest of my busy everyday schedule will go perfectly smooth and totally fine. But the massive stack of unfinished documents from yesterday staring right back into my face, like a little cheeky paper monster hidden inside the dark corner of this office room space. It's sticking out its tongue and laughing at my helpless soul under the bright fluorescent light. Well, nobody can love this boring, endless routine. Every single day with a pure, joyful heart, so bright. But I take a giant deep breath and tighten my grip on this vintage plastic pen, getting ready to fight. I will finish you completely before the sun goes down, clearing out the heavy mess on my desk today. Our vintage coordinates are charging through the paper monsters, chasing all the digital stress away. Complicated numbers and the endless reports that are waiting in a long line, trying to find my own perfect focus while the busy phone ringtones are beginning to entwine. We all know that the ordinary modern working life cannot be full of grand romance or a fantasy tale, but we still keep moving forward like a steady old ship weathering through a heavy morning gale. Yeah, stamping the final pages with a triumphant click, feeling the slow return of my beautiful pride. Well, nobody can love this boring, endless routine. Every single day with a pure, joyful heart, so bright. But I take a giant deep breath and tighten my grip on this vintage plastic pen, getting ready to fight. I will finish you completely before the sun goes down, clearing out the heavy mess on my desk today.
all the digital stress away. Our village coordinates, I'm charging through the paper monsters, chasing all the digital stress away.
Glancing over to the very next desk where my colleague is sitting, looking so incredibly bright. Her elegant, colorful dress and perfect, gorgeous makeup are catching all the morning office light. Is she going out on a special blind date right after the heavy working hours are finally through? I can't help but wonder about her secret evening plans under this clear and beautiful sky of blue. Shaking my head with a small guilty smile, trying to force my eyes back to my computer screen. But my unstoppable curiosity is spreading so fast, acting like a funny little movie scene. Snap, snap, snap. Our vintage coordinates are drifting into someone else's business, so completely vain. Oh, my silly nosy heart just cannot stop its playful wandering thoughts from running away. Focusing on my own boring paperwork is becoming the absolute hardest challenge of the day. She is humming a sweet romantic melody while checking her pocket mirror every 5 minutes or so, making my creative imagination grow twice as big, wondering where the lucky secret couple will go. We don't need to turn into a nosy neighborhood detective over a tiny casual change in a friend, but my amusing over interest keeps writing a grand romantic story from the beginning to the end. Sipping my warm Americano, telling myself to mind my own business before the afternoon call. But my unstoppable curiosity is spreading so fast, acting like a funny little movie scene. Snap, snap, snap. Our vintage coordinates are drifting into someone else's business, so completely vain. Oh, my silly nosy heart just cannot stop its playful wandering thoughts from running away. Focusing on my own boring paperwork is becoming the absolute hardest challenge of the day. Our vintage coordinates are drifting into someone else's business, so completely vain. Letting out a heavy weary sigh because the boring office afternoon is feeling so terribly slow. My wandering fingers are moving naturally toward the glowing smartphone screen that I know. Escaping from the endless stack of documents into the colorful world of the social network space. Diving deep into the digital vortex to find an exciting distraction inside this quiet place. Refreshing the timeline over and over again, watching the beautiful lives of strangers pass by. Lost inside the scrolling
under the blue light, feeling so completely lazy and sly. Our vintage coordinates are drifting away into the online matrix, leaving reality behind. Clicking the tiny heart buttons on every fancy picture, while my real work is totally frozen in time. Knowing that this sweet digital procrastination is a very silly and guilty everyday crime. A bright photo of a sunny tropical beach and a delicious dinner plate of filling my lonely sight, making my boring desk chair feel like an unbreakable prison underneath the fluorescent light. We all know that the internet world is just a small curated stage filled with filtered makeup and pride, but my stubborn hand just cannot put the phone down, keeping my creative mind completely occupied, muttering to myself that I will check just one last post before I return to the heavy corporate grind. Lost inside the scrolling illusions under the blue light, feeling so completely lazy and sly. Our vintage coordinates are drifting away into the online matrix, leaving reality behind. Clicking the tiny heart buttons on every fancy picture, while my real work is totally frozen in time. Knowing that this sweet digital procrastination is a very silly and guilty everyday crime. Are drifting away into the online matrix, leaving reality behind.
Stepping completely out of the crowded concrete office tower into the bright, beautiful noon. Finding a quiet green local park where the small birds are singing a sweet morning tune. Sitting down alone on a weathered wooden bench under the big spreading shadow of an old tree. Unbuttoning my stiff jacket collar and letting my tired shoulders feel so incredibly light and free. The golden winter sunshine is washing over my face, melting away all the stress from my brain. Feeling the smooth and gentle breeze whispering softly, erasing the heavy memories of yesterday's pain. Taking a big, delicious bite of my simple sandwich, enjoying this tiny, beautiful piece that I finally gained. Breathing inside the short lunch break freedom, letting the natural daylight guide my slow way. Our vintage coordinates are resting on the quiet park bench, tasting the absolute sweetest hour of the day. Watching the small ripples on the fountain water, sparkling like a million tiny beautiful diamonds tonight. No ringing telephones and no urgent document deadlines can break into this beautiful sanctuary of light. We don't need a grand, expensive vacation across the blue ocean to find a true comforting rest in our heart. Just a single moment of sitting under the warm sky is enough to make a fresh, happy chapter start. The soft laughter of children playing nearby creates a peaceful background music for my lonely mind. Feeling the smooth and gentle breeze whispering softly, erasing the heavy memories of yesterday's pain. Taking a big, delicious bite of my simple sandwich, enjoying this tiny, beautiful piece that I finally gained. Breathing inside this short lunch break freedom, letting the natural daylight guide my slow way. Our vintage coordinates are resting on the quiet park bench, tasting the absolute sweetest hour of the day. Our vintage coordinates are resting on the quiet park bench, tasting the absolute sweetest hour of the day.
Walking down the long concrete avenue and watching the endless lines of people standing in a row, waiting patiently for their own precious turn, under the gentle afternoon sunbeams that softly glow in front of the famous little gourmet restaurant. Young lovers are laughing while spending the long delay, eagerly holding their tiny waiting numbers, dreaming of the sweet delicious flavors coming their way. And just across the busy asphalt street, an old lottery shop holds another long and quiet line, holding on to a tiny sheet of paper, wishing that tomorrow's fortune will turn out so completely fine. Our vintage coordinates are standing inside the slow patience, blending expectation with time. Every single cue has a different unique story, and a beautiful small hope hidden inside the breast, giving them the strong silent energy to endure the boring hours and find their own ultimate rest. Down in the crowded underground subway station, another long line forms along the cold steel gate. Tired commuters are looking down at their boots, quietly standing through the daily hours that feel so late. Their heavy shoulders are burdened with the exhausting day, but their eyes are heading toward the warm home. We spend so much of our ordinary modern lives waiting under the grand sky wherever we may roam, but it is that tiny beautiful anticipation of the prize that keeps our lonely feet moving so bright. Oh, holding on to a tiny sheet of paper, wishing that the tomorrow's fortune will turn out so completely fine. Tick-tock. Our vintage coordinates are standing inside the slow patience, blending expectation with time.
ticking clock of the 90s is whispering soft and low, finding a beautiful meaning inside the slow, quiet cue. Holding on to a tiny sheet of paper, wishing that the tomorrow's fortune will turn out so completely fine. Our vintage coordinates are standing inside the slow patience, blending expectation with time. Our vintage coordinates are standing inside the slow patience, blending expectation with time. Opening the marble stock trading application on my phone with a heart full of big golden dreams, hoping to multiply my tiny pocket money under the warm morning sun's beautiful beams. The very second I click the buy button, the bright red chart starts to plunge all the way down, turning my romantic rosy fantasies into a cold frozen rain inside this busy financial town. But when I finally lose my patience and sell every single share with a heavy bitter sigh, the stock suddenly skyrockets into the open space, making a giant green peak so incredibly high. Our vintage coordinates are trapped in a funny trap on the screen tonight. Staring blankly at the digital numbers, wondering if the secret camera is watching my tiny hand. Just trying to build a small, comfortable shelter for my future life in this tough, modern land. Everyone on the internet is bragging about the huge profits and the grand luxury estate, while my humble little investment account is always caught in a weird and twisted, ironic fate. We don't need a massive corporate fortune to paint a beautiful rosy future inside our simple head. Just a little extra bonus to buy some fresh flowers and a loaf of delicious warm bakery bread. But the mysterious market rhythm keeps dancing away from the steps of my poor running shoes. The stock suddenly skyrockets into the open space, making a giant green peak so incredibly high. Our vintage coordinates are trapped in a funny trap on the screen tonight. Staring blankly at the digital numbers, wondering if a secret camera is watching my tiny hand. Just trying to build a small, comfortable shelter for my future life in this tough modern land. Our vintage coordinates are trapped in a funny trap on the screen tonight. The massive stack of postponed duties is still holding my heavy ankles so tightly today. But my youthful heart, filled with secular pleasures, has already flown so far away. My fingers are secretly typing on the smartphone screen beneath the office desk light. planning a wonderful evening schedule with my best friends for the coming dark night. Looking at the clockwise moving hand, catching my own relight thoughts shifting around. Walking a dangerous tightrope between heaven and hell without making a single safe sound. Our vintage coordinates are hanging in the middle of a beautiful guilty sin. Trying to force my wandering eyes back to the paperwork that I really need to begin. But the sweet image of a cold evening drink keeps making my creative brain loudly spin. It is so incredibly hard to remain a responsible adult when the outside weather looks so fine. The conflict inside my split personality is crossing over the professional boundary line. We all know that the sweet temptation of a lazy freedom is the absolute hardest thing to fight. Stepping 1 foot in the dark corporate stress and 1 foot in the neon paradise so bright. Laughing at my clumsy hesitation while staring at the endless emails waiting on the view. Walking a dangerous tightrope between heaven and hell without making a single safe sound. Our vintage coordinates are hanging in the middle of a beautiful guilty sin. Trying to force my wandering eyes back to the paperwork that I really need to begin. But the sweet image of a cold evening drink keeps making my creative brain loudly spin.
That whispering voice of my best friend felt exactly like a sweet little devil's golden hand, inviting my tired soul to escape from the heavy responsibilities of this dark corporate land. I finally gave up the long, stubborn fight and booked a ticket on the late midnight express train, leaving the boring piles of unfinished office work and all the complex thoughts inside my brain, shouting out loud into the fading evening twilight with a giant rebellious laugh tonight. Well, life is too short to be so serious, every single second under the bright fluorescent light. Our vintage coordinates are jumping straight into the wild secular pleasures so bright. Let's turn up the radio volume as high as it can go, racing through the flashing neon street. Tomorrow will take care of itself, because right now my wild heart has found its perfect beat. My phone is buzzing with endless text messages from the crew waiting at the downtown lounge bar, setting up a wonderful nocturnal itinerary that will take our weekend free
ounce of heavy guilt to look back at the desk that we left behind. When the beautiful sparkling city lights are offering a magical sanctuary for the stressed out mind. Stepping hard on the gas pedal, saying a big happy goodbye to the worries of yesterday. Well, life is too short to be so serious. Every single second under the bright fluorescent light. Our vintage coordinates are jumping straight into the wild secular pleasure. So bright. Let's turn up the radio volume as high as it can go, racing through the flashing neon street. Tomorrow will take care of itself, because right now my wild heart has found its perfect beat. Tomorrow will take care of itself, because right now my wild heart has found its perfect beat.
Bam, 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 ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da-down. The big wall clock finally hits the magical golden number of 6 sharp without a single delay. Throwing away the heavy corporate chains and turning around from the screen to finish the day. Stepping out of the tall glass elevator like a victorious king who has conquered a heavy fight. The automatic revolving doors open wide, introducing my soul to the gorgeous neon night. The chilly evening wine feels incredibly refreshing as the crowded city sidewalks begin to ignite. Open the bright gateway of youth right now, stepping straight into the world that is shining so light. Bam, bam, our vintage coordinates are dancing on the neon frequency, feeling completely free tonight. Leaving the boring files and the endless reports behind, catching the lively street parade groove. My vintage running shoes are matching the electric tempo. I'm ready to make a brilliant nighttime move. Looking at the beautiful sparkling shop displays where the young generation is gathering around, laughing and talking out loud without a care, sharing the happy vibes and the loud jukebox sound. We don't need to bow down to the heavy deadlines or listen to the stressful corporate complaints anymore. When the magnificent nighttime playground is waiting for our lonely feet right outside the door, booking the best corner table for the crew, shouting a big happy hello to the amazing nocturnal view. The bright gateway of youth right now, stepping straight into the world that is shining so light. Bam, bam, our vintage coordinates are dancing on the neon frequency, feeling completely free tonight. Leaving the boring files and the endless reports behind, catching the lively street parade groove. My vintage running shoes are matching the electric tempo, ready to make a brilliant nighttime move. On the neon frequency. Feeling completely free tonight.
Walking alone through the crowded neon nightlife venue with a half-expecting, half-doubting mind, wondering if this big flashing city finally has that one perfect, beautiful partner for me to find. It always plays out exactly like the same old boring formula, starting with a hope and ending with a sigh. When someone sweet and gentle tries to step into my circle, I act so cold and proudly walk on by, thinking that I might lose my precious freedom or make a clumsy bad mistake under the dark sky. But when I find a perfect, gorgeous lover who completely steals my heart, they quickly say goodbye. Our vintage coordinates are tangled up in a romantic maze, making me wonder why. Oh, this modern love is becoming the absolute hardest puzzle that I can never seem to understand. Left with an empty coffee cup and a lonely shadow, standing inside this vast and busy land. Every single romantic comedy movie makes it look so incredibly easy to find the matching piece, while my own real-life dating history only makes the heavy confusion and the awkwardness increase. The constant push and pull of the young generations is draining all the energy right out of my chest. I just want a comfortable and honest relationship where my tired spirit can finally sit down and rest. But the yo-yo-like timing of the human feelings keeps drifting away like a passing winter ocean wave. But when I find a perfect, gorgeous lover who completely steals my heart, they quickly say goodbye. Our vintage coordinates are tangled up in a romantic maze, making me wonder why. The lonely radio frequency of the 90s is whispering soft and low, searching for my beautiful true coordinates inside the dark neon glow. But when I find a perfect, gorgeous lover who completely steals my heart, they quickly say goodbye. Our vintage coordinates are tangled up in a romantic maze, making me wonder why. Our vintage coordinates making me wonder why. Staring up at the dark velvet night sky, while the cold evening street lights begin to blink and gleam. Why do I always fall into this useless romantic daydreaming and start an old forgotten dream? On a lonely night like this, when my current love life feels so incredibly heavy and completely wrong, my stubborn mind naturally travels back in time to find a sweet and innocent childhood song, wondering where my very first love is living, under this same giant starry canopy tonight. Are you smiling bright somewhere in this busy world, chasing your own beautiful dream and light? Our vintage coordinates are reaching out to the sweet innocent memories, holding so tight. We were so young and wonderfully clumsy, hiding our red blushing faces behind the school gate, sharing a single pair of yellow Walkman earphones, completely unaware of our future adult fate. I can barely recall the exact soft sound of your laughter, or the tiny colorful hairpins you used to wear, but the warm comforting feeling of that beautiful spring afternoon still lingers in the quiet air. We don't need to meet again in reality, or disturb the peaceful life that you have built today. It is just a small nostalgic shelter where my exhausted adult spirit can safely hide and play, whispering a quiet and sincere wish for your ultimate happiness before I close my heavy eyes. Are you smiling bright somewhere in this busy world, chasing your own beautiful dream and light? Our vintage coordinates are reaching out to the sweet innocent memories, holding so tight. Is drifting soft and low, sending a beautiful greeting to the sweet youth that we used to know. Are you smiling bright somewhere in this busy world, chasing your own beautiful dream and light? Our vintage coordinates are reaching out to the sweet innocent memories, holding so tight.
Stepping inside the brightly lit local convenience store, dragging my old vintage slippers tonight. Suddenly hit by a massive wave of late night hunger underneath the fluorescent white light. Looking at the endless rows of colorful instant noodles waiting on the clean plastic display, picking my favorite spicy cup ramen to chase all the heavy exhaustion of the long day away. Pouring the boiling water up to the line, waiting 3 minutes for the magical instant to ignite. Sitting alone by the white glass window, watching the quiet streets, sleeping so dark and so bright. Snap, snap, our vintage coordinates are settling inside a warm paper cup, keeping me cozy tonight. Taking the very first delicious bite of the hot spicy noodles, feeling the comfort begin to increase. The simple savory steam is rising gently up into my face, bringing my lonely mind a beautiful peace. No expensive fancy restaurant or luxurious dinner plate can ever match this perfect midnight routine. Eating my humble ramen while staring out at the empty asphalt roads, looking so peaceful and clean. We don't need a grand complicated ceremony to heal the minor bruises that the hard world might make. Just a hot cup of soup under the starry sky is enough to erase every little lingering heartache. Slurping the dark salty broth with a big satisfied smile, feeling completely re-energized inside. Sitting alone by the white glass window, watching the quiet streets, sleeping so dark and so bright. Snap, snap, our vintage coordinates are settling inside a warm paper cup, keeping me cozy tonight. Taking the very first delicious bite of the hot spicy noodles, feeling the comfort begin to increase. The simple savory steam is rising gently up into my face, bringing my lonely mind a beautiful peace. Are settling inside a warm paper cup, keeping me cozy tonight. Looking through the clear convenience store window as the midnight neon lights begin to fade, watching all the tired neighborhood neighbors walking quietly along the quiet concrete esplanade. An old exhausted salaryman is nodding his sleepy head by the lonely central bus station sign, while a young college student grips her heavy backpack tightly under the starry skyline. Their weary faces are showing the heavy burdens and the struggles of the long working day.
But a sweet gentle warmth is hidden underneath their steps as they head home along the way. Our vintage coordinates are sharing the quiet peace of the city sleeping so light. No matter how tough or confusing the modern world feels during the bright frame, everyone is finding their own beautiful sanctuary at the very end of this long nocturnal time. A young father walks past the dark storefront, holding a small brown paper bakery bag in his right hand, smiling softly to himself as he imagines his family sleeping safely in this tough, crowded land. Every single heavy footprint left on the cold asphalt road tells a very beautiful and honest story of the humble everyday heroes who are carrying the silent weight of the world without any glory. The soft purr of a distant late-night taxi creates a perfect comforting music for my watching eyes. But a sweet gentle warmth is hidden underneath their steps as they head home along the way. Our vintage coordinates are sharing the quiet peace of the city sleeping so light. Of the 90s is whispering smooth and low, guiding all the lonely travelers back to the beautiful indoor glow. But a sweet gentle warmth is hidden underneath their steps as they head home along the way. Our vintage coordinates are sharing the quiet peace of the city sleeping so light. Our vintage coordinates are sharing the quiet peace of the city sleeping so light. Turning into the narrow local alleyway where the beautiful silver stars are beginning to fall, leaving the heavy noisy city traffic far behind as the peaceful midnight hours softly call. The ancient brick walls are standing completely quiet underneath the dark blue velvet sky. From a distant backyard across the neighborhood fence, a small dog lets out a lazy friendly cry, breaking the perfect stillness of the sleeping houses for a single fleeting moment in the air. And my own steady footsteps on the cold pavement sound so incredibly loud and clear right there. Our vintage coordinates are walking the final steps, leaving all the burdens and care, moving closer and closer to the warm, comforting place where my cozy bed is waiting so sweet. Every exhausting journey is finally complete. Watching the yellow streetlights casting a long lazy shadow of my silhouette against the old gate. Breathing the cool, refreshing night air. Feeling so glad that I don't have to hurry or stay up late. We don't need any grand applause or a bright flashing stage to find a true contentment in our soul. Just this quiet walking path back to our private castle is enough to make a broken heart feel whole. The gentle rustling of the dry ivy leaves on the brick creates a beautiful melody inside my mind. And my own steady footsteps on the cold pavement sound so incredibly loud and clear right there. Our vintage coordinates are walking the final steps, leaving all the burdens and care. Moving closer and closer to the warm, comforting place where my cozy bed is waiting so sweet. Every single step feels beautifully lighter now as the long, exhausting journey is financially complete. Our vintage coordinates are walking the final steps, leaving all the burdens and care.
Stepping inside my completely dark and empty bedroom, clicking the heavy front door shut tonight. No welcoming voices and no bright cheerful lamps, just the quiet shadows hiding out of my sight. Tossing my leather backpack onto the small corner chair, feeling the sudden weight of the silence around. The modern city life is sleeping outside the walls, leaving my lonely spirit with no comforting sound. Walking slowly toward the wide glass pane, looking at the pale silver moonbeam glowing so cold. Why does the window look so incredibly lonely tonight? Like an old sad story that has never been told. Our vintage coordinates are frozen in the dark room, watching the pale blue starlight unfold. Maybe the long, exhausting daylight was way too bright, making this simple room feel so dark and deep. But the quiet indigo atmosphere is gently holding my tired shoulders, getting me ready to sleep. Staring at my own faint reflection on the glass surface, asking a tiny private question to my heart. Did I live today with a beautiful passion, or did I just play a clumsy, everyday, superficial part? We don't need a grand, flashy answer to cure the minor loneliness that always creeps in at the end of the day. Just a warm, soft blanket and the peaceful ticking of the vintage desk clock to chase the worries away. The cold glass window is watching over my silent confession under the vast, magnificent night. Why does the wind look so incredibly lonely tonight? Like an old sad story that has never been told. Our vintage coordinates frozen in the dark room, watching the pale blue starlight unfold. Of the 90s is drifting smooth and slow. Melting all the hidden tears inside the soft midnight shadow. Why does the window look so incredibly lonely tonight? Like an old sad story that has never been told. Our vintage coordinate frozen in the dark room, watching the pale blue starlight unfold. Our vintage coordinate frozen in the dark room, watching the pale blue starlight unfold. Cozy bathroom as the hot running shower water finally stops to flow. The small enclosed space is completely filled with a thick white cloud of steam that begins to grow. Standing quietly in front of the vintage glass mirror, trying to see my own blurred outline clear, but the heavy misty condensation hides the tired face that I used to hold so familiar and dear. Looking at the watery drops sliding down the smooth surface under the dim ceiling lamplight. The stranger staring back through the thick white fog looks so incredibly unfamiliar and distant tonight. Our vintage coordinates are floating behind the blurry glass, searching for the inner eye. Wearing a heavy artificial
all day long to survive in the middle of the busy crowded race. But now I am left with just my pure, honest, naked soul, confronting myself in this quiet, private space. Wiping a small clean circle on the cold glass, with my trembling hand to look into my own dark eyes, asking a quiet, gentle question if I am truly happy or just living through a series of clever, modern disguise. We don't need a grand, loud confirmation from the outside world to know that we are doing completely fine. Just this brave little moment of looking at our real unfiltered self beneath the midnight skyline, letting the warm lingering moisture melt away all the stubborn pride and the secret pain of today. The stranger staring back through the thick white fog looks so incredibly unfamiliar and distant tonight. Our vintage coordinates are floating behind the blurry glass, searching for the inner light. The healing frequency of the 90s is whispering smooth and low, washing away the heavy cosmetic mist under the soft midnight shadow. The stranger staring back through the thick white fog looks so incredibly unfamiliar and distant tonight. Our vintage coordinates are floating behind the blurry glass, searching for the inner light. Coordinates are floating behind the blurry glass, searching for the inner light. Sitting down quietly on the edge of my soft cozy bed, under the midnight's dim and warm glow, turning on the vintage audio speaker to let the beautiful slow tempo in. The gentle analog sound waves are traveling through the dark bedroom air like a comforting friend, bringing a perfect peaceful shelter where all the hectic noises of the busy day life finally end. Closing my heavy eyelids slowly, letting the sweet rhythm wash over my tired and lonely mind. Breathing inside this quiet music tonight, leaving the chaos and the complex world far away behind. Our vintage coordinates are melting into the smooth frequency, finding a perfect peace. No urgency urgent phone ringtones and no heavy expectations can break into this private sanctuary of mine. Just the rich, beautiful tone of the electric dancing under the silver midnight skyline. Listening to the soft acoustic, a blanket for my soul. Every single bruise and comment and every minor digital stress from today is making me feel whole. We don't need a loud crowded party or a fancy spotlight to feel the true ultimate value of our youth. Just the silent dialogue with the music in the dark room is teaching my heart the absolute purest truth. Sipping the last drop of water, giving a quiet nod to the beautiful tune that keeps playing so sweet. Breathing inside this quiet music tonight, leaving the chaos and the complex world far away behind. Our vintage coordinates are melting into the smooth frequency, finding a perfect peace. No urgent phone ringtones and no heavy expectations can break into this private sanctuary of mine. Just the rich, beautiful tone of the electric dancing under the silver midnight skyline. Our vintage coordinates are melting into the smooth frequency, finding a perfect peace. Yellow desk light as the midnight hours pass, feeling a minor bit of regret for all the silly little distractions that slip through my glass. I wasted some precious hours on the smartphone screen and put my heavy duties far away behind, letting the secular temptations of the city completely occupy my wandering creative mind. But I close the book with a small determined smile, refusing to stay down inside the dark regret. Every single mistake from today is just a small valuable lesson that I will absolutely never forget. Taking a giant deep breath of the cool room air, getting ready to make my next beautiful mindset. Brushing all the heavy shadows of yesterday, welcoming the tomorrow's bright and golden rising sun. Our vintage coordinates are aligning with a brand new hope, believing that the best is yet to come. We don't need to fear the sudden rainy days or stay frozen under the heavy weight of a minor failure. The rough stormy weather of our youth will only turn us into a much stronger and wiser sailor.
Tomorrow morning I will tie my vintage running shoes tightly and charge forward with a powerful stride, treating every single obstacle on my path like an exciting game with a beautiful inner pride. The ticking clock on the wall is cheering for my soul, pushing the cold, lonely darkness away. Every single mistake from today is just a small, valuable lesson that I will absolutely never forget. Taking a giant deep breath of the cool room air, getting ready to make my next beautiful mindset. Brushing off the heavy shadow of yesterday, welcoming the tomorrow's bright and golden rising sun. Our vintage coordinates are aligning with a brand new hope, believing that the best is yet to come. Our vintage coordinates are aligning with a brand new hope, believing that the best is yet to come. Looking at the tiny monthly donation receipt arriving on my private digital screen tonight. It is just a small, humble amount of money, skipping a single cup of latte to make it alright. But knowing that my little pocket money has traveled far away to hold someone's trembling hand, bringing a small drop of clean drinking water or a warm bakery bread into a heavy, difficult land, makes me feel so incredibly proud of the soft, compassionate heart inside my youthful breast. I am standing like a tiny, helpful lighthouse in this vast, dark world, giving my absolute best. Our vintage coordinates are sharing a beautiful secret warmth, putting all the worries to rest. Though I am just an ordinary working person, struggling through the busy and frantic everyday race, I can still paint a beautiful, genuine smile of relief on another lonely neighbor's distant face. The greedy modern society tells us to hoard every single penny and chase the grand luxurious stage. But my small anonymous sharing is writing a much more beautiful story on my lifetime diary page. We don't need a massive billionaire fortune to plant a sweet seed of hope under the starry sky. Just a small willing gesture to care for a stranger is enough to teach our lonely spirits how to fly. Resting my chin on my palm, patting my own shoulder with a very happy and comforted smile. I am standing like a tiny, helpful lighthouse in this vast, dark world, giving my absolute best. Our vintage coordinates are sharing a beautiful secret warmth, putting all the worries to rest. Though I am just an ordinary working person, struggling through the busy and frantic everyday race, I can still paint a beautiful, genuine smile of relief
Stepping quietly into the golden age of 30, while the cold midnight winter wind begins to blow, realizing without knowing that I am slowly moving into the center of the world's heavy show. No longer standing on the safe, protective edges, but taking full responsibility for my own running shoes. Confronting the deep, mature anxieties and all the complicated past that my adult soul must choose. But I refuse to let the heavy shadows of doubt dim the beautiful fire burning inside my chest. Casting a magical positive hypnosis on my tomorrow, believing that my path will be completely blessed. Our vintage coordinates are breaking the age barrier, flying toward the ultimate glowing crest. My future days are gonna shine brighter than any star exploding in the deep midnight sky. Whispering this powerful spell to my own reflection, learning how to spread my grand wings and fly. Looking back at the chaotic 20s where I used to wander around without a single clear destination. Now every single footprint I leave on the concrete road carries a deep and beautiful determination. We don't need to feel the ticking clock or feel discouraged by the wrinkles that time might trace, when the rich experience of our youth is turning into a magnificent shield for the upcoming race. Smiling through the quiet midnight silence, embracing the heavy weight of being the hero of my day. Casting a magical positive hypnosis on my tomorrow, believing that my path will be completely blessed. Our vintage coordinates are breaking the age barrier, flying toward the ultimate glowing crest. My future days are gonna shine brighter than any star exploding in the deep midnight sky. Whispering this powerful spell to my own reflection, learning how to spread my grand wings and fly. Our vintage coordinates are breaking the age barrier, flying toward the ultimate glowing crest. Of the midnight breeze brushing past my bedroom glass pane, opening the window wide to let the cool refreshing air wash away the last drop of today's strain. Looking up at the vast magnificent indigo sky, where a beautiful silver half moon hangs so high and free.
shining its soft, comforting light over the quiet neighborhood houses and the sleeping green tree. Down below in the deep darkness, the tiny city street lights are still sparkling like a golden sea. We are all breathing under the same starry canopy, getting ready to face another beautiful morning tomorrow. Our vintage coordinates are resting by the open window, leaving behind all the temporary sorrow. Every single distant glowing window tells a story of an ordinary hero preparing for the upcoming day, resting their tired eyes under the soft blankets, dreaming of a brighter path heading along the way. The frantic rush of the daylight is completely gone now, leaving just this peaceful and sacred scene, staring at the beautiful landscape of the night, feeling my complicated thoughts becoming so perfectly clean. We don't need to feel anxious about the unknown future, or worry about the steps that we might take wrong, when the steady rhythm of this quiet midnight universe is teaching our hearts a comforting lullaby song. Taking one last long look at the beautiful half moon, feeling a deep gratefulness inside my breast. We are all breathing under the same starry canopy, getting ready to face another beautiful morning tomorrow. Our vintage coordinates are resting by the open window, leaving behind all the temporary sorrow. The final frequency of the 90s is whispering smooth and low, blessing all the beautiful youth, resting under the silver shadow. We are all breathing under the same starry canopy, getting ready to face another beautiful morning tomorrow. Our vintage coordinates are resting by the open window, leaving behind all the temporary sorrow. Our vintage coordinates are resting by the open window, leaving behind all the temporary sorrow. Sitting down quietly at my old wooden desk while the entire neighborhood is sleeping so deep. The soft golden light of the small desk lamp is the only partner keeping me awake from my sleep. Reviewing the unfinished tasks and the complicated digital documents that I left from the daytime race.
preparing my mind for the upcoming challenges, painting a beautiful tomorrow inside this quiet space. The silent ticking of the vintage wall clock is creating a steady rhythm for my busy running hand. I am turning on the bright inner flame inside my weary breast, getting ready to make a powerful stand. Our vintage coordinates I gather in the split focus beneath the golden beam tonight. No more heavy distractions and no more secular temptations can enter the sacred sanctuary of mine. Just a strong, silent determination to build a glorious future underneath the beautiful midnight skyline. Sifting through the creative ideas and organizing my daily schedule with the pure and honest pride. Feeling a deep comfort and confidence growing twice as big inside my lonely but passionate side. We don't need a grand flashy stage or a loud cheering crowd to know that we are moving completely right. Just a small quiet hour of honest effort before the sunrise is enough to make our young destiny bright. Stamping the final paperwork with a triumphant sigh, feeling the slow return of my ultimate control. I am turning on the bright inner flame inside my weary breast, getting ready to make a powerful stand. Our vintage coordinates I gather in the split focus beneath the golden beam tonight. No more heavy distractions and no more secular temptations can enter the sacred sanctuary of mine. Just a strong, silent determination to build a glorious future underneath the beautiful midnight skyline. Our vintage coordinates are gathering the split focus beneath the golden beam tonight.
The loud, disturbing alarm bell is ringing so early to break my beautiful dreams apart again. Wishing for just 5 more precious minutes under the warm blanket, hiding away from the pain. Rubbing my heavy, sleepy eyes while dragging my tired feet across the cold wooden bedroom floor. Walking slowly toward the wide terrace window to find out what the big mysterious world has in store. The pale morning mist is drifting gently away as the early commuter buses start to line up on the street. Oh, I absolutely hate this noisy morning wake-up call, but my young heart is preparing to rise and greet our vintage coordinates. I start in a brand new engine, ready to walk on the busy concrete. Wondering what kind of exciting drama or unexpected funny story will welcome my face today. Stepping straight out of the front door with a cool, confident stride, blowing the laziness away. Adjusting the collar of my favorite vintage denim jacket while catching the crisp morning breeze.
watching the bright golden sunlight filtering through the tall green neighborhood ginkgo trees. We don't need to feel discouraged or complain about the heavy everyday routines that we must repeat, when every single clean slate of a new dawn is a magnificent playground waiting for our young feet. Taking a refreshing sip of cold water, telling myself that everything is gonna turn out completely fine. Oh, I absolutely hate this noisy morning wake-up call, but my young heart is preparing to rise and greet our vintage coordinates, starting a brand new engine, ready to walk on the busy concrete. Wondering what kind of exciting drama or unexpected funny story will welcome my face today. Stepping straight out of the front door with a cool, confident stride, blowing the laziness away. Our vintage coordinates, starting a brand new engine, ready to walk on the busy concrete. To the cold misty sidewalk, looking exactly the same, but completely different today. Tying the laces of my running shoes so tight to chase all the lingering morning laziness away. The chilly dawn atmosphere is hitting my bare skin, tempting my weak body to turn back inside. But my young spirit knows the absolute truth, that the heavy wheel of destiny is mine to guide. I'm taking the very first powerful step on the pavement, feeling my sleeping muscles start to ignite. No matter how tough or frozen the world feels, I must keep running forward under the morning light. Our vintage coordinates, pacing up on the concrete, ready for the fight. Pumping my arms in perfect sync with the tempo, leaving all the complicated worries far behind. The fresh morning oxygen is rushing into my brain, create a beautiful and crystal clear mind. Convenience store windows where I used to sit and stare just a few hours ago. Now my heart is pounding like a wild rolling thunder, setting a grand magnificent rhythm for my show. We don't need a golden medal or a loud cheering stadium to prove that we are winning our private race. Just the honest sweat dripping down my burning forehead is enough to honor this beautiful time and space. Accelerating my stride as the golden sunshine begins to break through the gray city sky. Scrape a wall. No matter how tough or frozen the world feels, I must keep running forward under the morning light. Our vintage coordinates are pacing up on the concrete, ready for the fight. I'm pumping my arms in perfect sync with the tempo, leaving all the complicated worries far behind. The fresh morning oxygen is rushing into my brain, create a beautiful and crystal clear mind. ready for the fight.
Life is playing a mysterious game of 20 questions under the bright and shifting morning sky. We are searching for the ultimate truth while the heavy, complicated years keep passing us by. Every single crossroad and every tiny decision feels like a heavy hidden puzzle that we must solve. But the ancient secret of this confusing world is that the very first step makes the planet revolve. If you don't untangle the very first thread completely right, the rest of the story will twist and wind. We need to focus all our beautiful energy on the absolute beginning to achieve a perfect peace of mind. Our vintage coordinates are unlocking the first gate, leaving all the chaos far behind. Taking a deep analytical breath, aligning my internal compass with the truest and wisest direction. Sharpening my intellect beneath the early daylight, moving toward the goals with a neat perfection. People are always hurrying to reach the final answer without checking the foundation where they stand. But a clever runner knows how to measure the very first stride before jumping across the sand. We don't need a magical crystal ball to find a successful path inside this tough modern land. Just a single brave moment of setting the right priority is enough to hold the ultimate upper hand. Stamping the first page of my morning diary with a confident smile, ready to play the game so bright. We need to focus all our beautiful energy on the absolute beginning to achieve a perfect peace of mind. Knock, knock, knock. Our vintage coordinates are unlocking the first gate, leaving all the chaos far behind. Taking a deep analytical breath, aligning my internal compass with the truest and wisest direction. Sharpening my intellect beneath the early daylight, moving toward the goals with a neat perfection. Our vintage coordinates. Our vintage coordinates are unlocking the first gate, leaving all the chaos far behind.
The sky, watching the long, lonely shadow that used to follow my footsteps slowly shrink and completely die. The dark indigo shade working days. My heart is pounding like an engine inside my chest, pushing my running limits to the ultimate heights. The cold asphalt road is burning underneath my boots, melting the remaining fears of the dark night. Our vintage coordinates are accelerating on the concrete, chasing the blazing summer lights. Sweat is dripping down my face like a river of pride, breaking through the heavy exhaustion chain, inhaling the fierce morning oxygen so deeply, turning every single ounce of fatigue into beautiful gain. Glancing at the towering city skyscrapers that are reflecting the magnificent and glorious dawn fire, feeling a massive wave of pure unstoppable confidence that is matching my creative internal desire. We don't need to slow down our fast velocity or look back at the comfortable places we left behind, when the magnificent high noon playground is offering a brand new stadium for the passionate mind, leaping forward with one final triumphant stride, feeling the absolute perfection of my youthful pace. The cold asphalt road is burning underneath my boots, melting the remaining fears of the dark night. Our vintage coordinates are accelerating on the concrete, chasing the blazing summer light. Sweat is dripping down my face like a river of pride, breaking through the heavy exhaustion chain. Our vintage coordinates are accelerating on the concrete, chasing the blazing summer light.
Looking back at the long winding road that I have traveled to reach this turning age of 30 tonight, confronting all the secret tears and the silent anxieties that I used to hide from the bright daylight. I used to blame my clumsy steps and worry if I was falling completely behind the frantic modern crowd. But standing underneath the beautiful silver half moon, I can finally say these comforting words out loud. To the young fragile soul who survived through the storm, keeping the internal passionate fire so bright. You were such a magnificent and truly wonderful person, fighting every single day with your absolute might. I
minor mistake and every single detour you took was just a precious diamond waiting to shine, shaping the mature and resilient adult that is standing proudly underneath the midnight skyline. We don't need a grand expensive trophy or a loud cheering stadium to prove the value of our private race. Just the honest reflection of your brave and beautiful eyes is enough to glorify this time and space. Giving myself a giant warm embrace in the middle of the silence, welcoming the tomorrow with no fear. You are such a magnificent and truly wonderful person, fighting every single day with your absolute might. Our vintage coordinates are wrapping the past in a golden blanket, healing the old scars tonight. Thank you for never giving up on the big dream, even when the dark shadow of failure was looking so deep. Now you can close your tired eyes with a beautiful proud smile and fall into a sweet, comforting sleep. Our vintage coordinates are wrapping the past in a golden blanket, healing the old scars tonight.